making videos about the people who cook the food we love to eat. One thing I've always wondered is, what's it really like to be a chef? Meet my friend Jane. She's the chef de cuisine at Jeju Noodle Bar, a Korean-inspired restaurant in New York City with 1 Michelin star. They're also the first Michelin-starred noodle bar in America, which to me is pretty special.
Kind of nuts to be a noodle bar and have Michelin star.
Korean ramyun, which is quite
Is Michelin
different
star
than
like just
Japanese ramen. But aside from
bougie?
ramyun,
Then a
they
different
also
word
have
for
a
it?
variety of beautiful dishes that I wanted to learn more about and possibly eat. Lucky for me, Jane was kind enough to let me spend the day with her and the team at Jeju for a real behind-the-scenes look. And so, this is a day in the life of a Michelin star chef.
Not gonna lie, feels like a crime that I'm watching A Day in the Life of a Michelin star chef while eating a Lunchable. We're gonna continue though.
At 11 a.m. I get here and make sure everything's working. I think it's important that I'm the first one in. It's important for staff to see that I'm present.
True.
So as a
Good.
chef de cuisine,
Good leader.
I oversee the whole operation. The kitchen side, like the food, everything. So in the morning, I like being by myself. It's just me in the kitchen. It's very calm, quiet. I can put everything in place the way I want it. I start putting on the stocks right away. I'm gonna get that going first thing. It takes about like 10 hours for us.
10 hours?
We started yesterday, so today it'll only be like
10 hours?
5 hours.
Holy shit.
So this is all the caviar that we get for the Toro Samba. Each order gets like an ounce of caviar. One of the most popular.
How much are these noodles,
dishes,
man?
so I have to make sure we have everything for the dish or we can't sell it. This
That's
is the
nuts.
Roberta pork ribs that we use for the Jado.
A lot of caviar. A lot of baby eggs. Fish eggs.
I
say baby eggs? Fish eggs. What?
Especially this industry, people drink a great good amount of caffeine. I used to drink, it's called Bentley. I used to drink 2 of those.
2?
Yeah.
Every day?
Yeah. They were green tea.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh wow, thank you.
That all gets cooked down overnight, and we shred it and we put it back into the Wagyu ramen. As a noodle bar, we
Wagyu
cook a
ramen
lot of
sounds
things that you
banger,
wouldn't
bro.
see in a regular Korean restaurant. We break
Wagyu
down
sounds banging.
about
Ramen not so much.
30
Wagyu
pounds
sounds
to 40
good.
pounds of tuna a week.
More meat the
To
merrier.
be able to handle that kind of protein takes some skill and technique, and I learned it from Doug. He
With
has
tuna?
sushi background. He was always around fish and butchering and things like that, so we have to be fast because we don't want the fish to just be sitting. Here you are. So after the blocking of the tuna, the staff and the cooks scrape off the meat. So toro is Japanese for fatty tuna. Sam is wrap in Korean, and pop is rice. So when you put that together, it's toro wrapping with rice. We hope to get it done in like 2 hours. You know,
A lot of prep. When did did they say when they open? They just said it started
the fish
at
delivery comes.
11:30.
That box
p.m.?
includes about 10 kinds of fish. So usually, like Doug and I will tag team the fish, making sure like the quality is right. There's nothing like weird smelling.
Look at the eyes of it. You still see everything.
So we salted the skin of the snapper, and then now we're blanching it.
Whoa.
Because the skin is tough. And it
I didn't know you
also
do that.
kind
That's
of,
pretty sick.
Extracts like the oils. Then we gotta put it in the ice water.
It's getting like
So all the
growing
things
up.
you guys are working on, that's for one menu item.
Right.
Wow.
What?
At 2 p.m.,
That's
we
one
usually
item?
get some kind of premium delivery. So when the truffles come in,
I can see why it's a
pick out
Michelin star
the,
restaurant now.
the
Holy
size and the quality and make sure they're to our standard. Currently now, we've gotten our Perigord truffles in for like $5.50 a pound.
That's crazy.
So 1 pound of truffles is basically a PS5.
Yeah. I'll try to get one, but I don't know how to get one.
Jason, can you check this in?
A lot of groceries today.
We have like a few more coming in.
Right.
More?
Usually days like today are usually like jam packed. Okay. Let's make it.
So the XL for the Toro.
For the Toro. So this is all the Toro. All this
Jason.
fish and egg and that they say brisket as well.
It's gonna be like documentary.
Yeah. That's why I'm here all the time.
I'll watch.
So after all the deliveries are put away, everybody
It's nuts how
goes
much-
to their stations and starts setting up.
A lot of prep.
So we have about 20 items on the menu. Every dish on that menu has about 3 to 4 components. In one noodle, we have about like 8 components. So Irene is in charge of the noodle station. She sets up about 25 components. It takes a lot of work just to get everything together. It's a lot of cooking. It's a lot of prepping. It's just, making sure everything is
Dude.
100%.
I bet that kitchen smells so weird with all the fish and the onions and the eggs. Ugh. That's pretty weird.
Trying to figure out what I need to use.
What is it?
Leek kumki, black bean chili sauce. It's nice because I have all the stocks ready to go. So I can just use like the nice stocks for some of the family meal.
What's that?
This almost
Oh,
motivates
this
me
is,
to go in
Doug's,
in the
family
kitchen and
meal.
cook
Maybe
right
it's
now.
a little bit more like novel concepts now.
But anything that I can whip up won't be
You want
half
some?
as good as probably what they're making.
I went and bought.
Yeah, that looks good.
We have like little goodies everywhere. Like
Ends. Interesting.
This is the brisket that we use for some of the noodles sometimes, but I just took a little bit. for
Oh, that
family.
looks good.
It looks so good.
Here, you want a piece?
Yeah.
While I'm setting up the family
The cameraman's
meal,
just
the
tasting
cooks are
everything.
usually
I like
once
it.
they were there, mise en
That'd be
place
me.
ready. So mise en place for us is
That tastes
things that we
absolutely-
need on the station for the day. The wagyu is sliced for the wagyu ramen, and then the
lot
seafood
of
we
fat
save for
in that
last to
wagyu.
cut as well. So Doug
Good
just
cut.
comes in and he hangs out and eats all of my snacks.
Is that your cookie over there?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I tasted it, it was too sweet.
No such thing. Family meal.
Go, ladies!
Oh, they all eat together. That's
Family
pretty
meal
cool.
for a lot of people is like the first meal of the day. I think this is like our time to kind of wind down and think about the service that we have coming.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Are you gonna
Good
grab one?
vibes. Good vibes.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, thanks.
Beef noodle soup.
Thank you, Jane.
That's interesting.
Alright guys, great start to the weekend yesterday. Did about 42 covers. We're looking at 56 to start the evening. A birthday at 7:15 for 2 on 71. A birthday at 5:30 for 2 on 72. We do have a few large parties, 7:45 6 top, at 9 o'clock 6 top. A few 4s in the mix, but everything else is deuces. 20 tables this evening, 56 covers.
For me, busy service, so Jason, make sure you're kind of free. Ribeyes, we have a lot. Noodles, before service, just to check it
That's
out.
pretty cool.
Sometimes the quality of the noodle or the time of the noodles are changing.
So he's gonna
So
document
after
the
pre-shift is
whole.
over, we all
serving
kind of
too,
run
right?
downstairs. And then we get ready for war.
Yep, there it is.
I think, yeah, specialist, right?
The 10 minutes right before service is a little intense. We make sure we double check all those like last minute touches just because you don't really know what to expect. Can you slice radish for the tomato butter? Don't break it. It lets me also see what's going on in the kitchen. It keeps me moving around the whole floor and then see every particular station.
So basically when this
What
heats
is
up,
that?
it's gonna turn like that. And when that cools down, it's gonna turn like this, like pudding.
How I feel? Another day, another dollar. Veterans. We're on the line.
So they start. All right.
5 o'clock is when we
5
get the
o'clock.
first seating. We usually
When we
get
get the
the
first seats.
appetizers in, a lot of toro sambaps, the ribs.
So it's
The ribs and the
11:30 is
bukkam
when they
are very
showed up.
popular items. We
They
get a huge
start
amount of
serving at
those
5.
orders in the beginning. They're glazed with a black bean jajang sauce. So jajang is fermented black bean paste. It's a little funky. So it's kind of like a Korean barbecue sauce. Finished with like maple soy, and then on the side we have like a pickled potato salad.
Do I want it?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. Thank you.
Cameraman's like, hell yeah. I
So
want
gochujang
it.
tokum is another popular dish. A beef ragu that we serve over iceberg lettuce, some kimchi, then
That's-
rice. You know, when you eat instant noodles, you want to like put rice in the soup and you eat it like that. So basically, that was what that was for. But then it just kind of took off into its
Little
own
baby
like,
chips.
appetizer, and so that's why it's that way. We had this over the
Jajang
summer, and it was so popular
style
that we had to
ribs.
keep it on the menu. And I guess it's just gonna stay.
That's
So
meat.
the toro sambap is
lettuce,
another
and rice at the
popular
bottom?
dish. During
Interesting.
this flow of service, we get so many of these orders that Doug and I just kind of like dance with the way it builds. Without me even saying anything, I can just pass him a bowl and he'll know exactly what I need in that bowl. So I added shallots and some salt and sea salt just because like the toro this time is like super fatty. This is a vinegared rice with black tobacco.
How many of these do you usually sell?
I've some these ingredients you're saying, I have no idea what they are. Never heard of them before in my
So far
life.
we already sold like 5, right? And it's only been like an hour. It's a dish that we find special and a little bit more premium than before because we include it with caviar now. So when we plate the toro sambap, we use plastic spoons. If we use metal spoons, I think it would damage some of the caviar. We don't want to like alter the caviar itself. We don't want to crush anything. We drop it on the table with one bowl of the toro sambap, which is the rice and the toro, and then on the side
A
of
lot
that
of
is the
fish
roasted
eggs.
seaweed. And when we do give it
Is
to the
that even
customer, we tell
good?
them to
Wait,
take
that's
a piece
good.
of seaweed and take your spoon, get a whole layer of all of that, and put it in the seaweed, kind of like a taco. And so toro
Oh,
sambap
that's-
is essentially just a toro rice wrap.
So it's their version of a taco. I like that. But
So after
there's
the
no way
appetizers
caviar
come
can be
in,
that good.
The noodles will start
For how
coming
expensive
in.
it is.
family Wagyu lamb.
So Noodle Station is all about timing, and it's all about having.
I thought they had 8
everything
different
ready.
noodles. Are they gonna say
The
the 8 different
noodles
noodles?
have to be cooked for
What
1
types
minute,
they are?
and then 1 minute
I
after
just wanna know
that,
what
it
their
needs
menu
to
is.
be plated within that minute, or the noodles will get soggy, the soup will get cold. There's so many things that can happen in that time that there's no room for any error.
What are you thinking about?
I just watched.
You want a little bit more scallion in there? And then go. During service, I stand
Those
back
are
and
big
watch
bowls.
how the cooks are
Big,
moving
big
and if they
bowls.
have everything. It's just me making sure that they're on top of their game. If it's 4 noodles, one person can't handle 4 noodles at one time. They're gonna sacrifice some of the integrity of the other 2 noodles. So that's when he kind of jumps in and it all goes out in a timely order. Like Noodle Station is, I believe, like what got us on the map. The time that we spent making all these stocks in the morning, and it's a lot of labor. We have noodle bar on the door, so we have to make sure those noodles are like 100%.
I like it. I like that.
When you become a line cook or like seasoned cook in this industry, you have this flow of motion.
I didn't know noodle bars could be. I thought Michelin star was just
Once you
really,
get in
really
that flow,
fancy.
There's like no stopping.
I guess
it.
it's just
It's just like
quality.
this dance that we have.
Hold up, I'm looking it up while we were watching that.
It's
Oh,
very
yes, it is.
satisfying. The orders come in and
Just
you
like
know where
good
everything
restaurants?
is. You can close your eyes and grab the sauce, the bottle, the spoons that you need.
Oh, it's
Once
for
you get to that
excellence.
point
Oh, that
where
makes
you
sense.
can do that, that's when it's fun.
Top quality ingredients for dishes with distinct flavors prepared.
It's like a mind reading, I think. They
To a high
both
standard.
will turn around with the bowls of noodles and then they'll kind of
It's one
finish
Michelin star,
each
so-
other's bowls according
what this
to
place
what's
is.
done and not done. You
Top
just kind of learn
ingredients
how to
with
anticipate
high
each other's
standard.
moves.
2 Michelin stars.
Literally, like no words are spoken, but 2 people working together. And
Personality
like,
and talent of the
gracefulness.
chef are evident.
My job is done on this side.
Okay. Interesting. Those look good though. I'm not a big like ramen person, but those look good. That
52.
that's my type of shit right there. Is that lamb?
Starting at 6:30 until like 8 o'clock, we're gonna get like a full turn. Yeah, it's gonna get busy.
Oh, so they have
So I
different
just like write it in,
waves.
consolidate the order.
So it's not like a walk-in type establishment. I guess you have to.
When we get these big ticket items, it's fun for everybody, I think. It's like who can cook it the best, who can get the best sear, like who can make the perfect piece of meat. So this is
That's
all getting
massive.
sliced bite size, and then it's all getting served with like some lettuces to wrap, sauces, and some pickles. This is like Korean barbecue style.
That looks so. That looks good. Oh, they have the. That's neat. She cut like the bulk of it, and then they left the bone side in the fat.
Usually we get like at least a couple in the beginning. Throughout service, Doug kind of goes through like the fish box and he'll make like these sushi snacks for us.
Oh, what's this?
Snack.
Snack. Wow. Thank you.
What are you doing?
This is my time of relaxation. I want to be alone. So I just got a hue platter. So when I get a hue platter in, it's
What is this?
fun for me because I get to like plate something and make it my own. And building that plate is super fun. It's super colorful. It's like decorating or being like a florist, I think. This is the
Oh, that knife
daikon
is
that we cut
cool.
and wash and everything.
Red onion.
I'm trying to like divvy it up so your eyes just kind of move around on the plate. Every angle has to look, you know, nice and put together. I'm constantly turning
A lot
them
going
over
on.
so everything looks okay. Kaido? Udi?
Wait, for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
This cameraman stays eating, man. Let's go.
So that is the 6-piece, but we gave him a little extra with the seasonal firefly squid. I like
The
the wet platter
squid?
because it
Oh.
really showcases not like a
Blech.
sashimi platter, but it's like
Gross.
the Korean wet platter. The way
Squid, man?
like I would eat it at home.
No shot you catch me eating squid.
We just got all of our orders in 9:30. So yeah, you have a wing, Toro.
So
Right now
everybody
you
in the
have a
restaurant
Wagyu
eats at the
with
same
a
time?
ribeye fire, but that's a long time. On back you have 2 lamb, 2 family, go Wagyu truffle. Once the final orders go through and the pass is cleared, we start breaking down. And then with all the leftover like fish, trim, collect it all and mix it up with rice, and then these guys can have something to eat at the end of it. You know, your service is done and you just want to go home. You know, you're tired. but it has to
Really,
be. You come together at the end of the night and you push through the moments that
They're
you
on
don't
a
want to
tight
be
ship over there.
doing.
Guess that's
Sometimes
why it's a
like
Michelin
11
star.
bags of garbage and bones from the stock, and it's heavy, but we still have to do it. It's about like maintaining that integrity.
Oh, they all in the basement too. Pretty cool. It's New York, right? Yeah, been there. Been there, done that.
The hardest part about being a chef, I think, is, I mean, it's personal, right? For me, it's, you know,
they have
being away
outdoor
from
seating, too?
families, you know, giving up holidays.
That's cool.
Not having so much of like your personal time to yourself. There's always different kinds of hardships everywhere you go. That's it. I think a lot of misconceptions about this industry is, you know, the time you have to put in to actually like make a name for yourself, to, you know, get the respect from your comrades around you, and this is the way I want to grow in this career. So where we are now is like nothing compared to what we started from. On our busiest nights, we do a little over 200
They all
covers.
eat dinner
Before
together
the
too?
Michelin, it was
They end late.
barely 20.
Start-
Some days
start
we
late,
would
end
have
late.
like maybe like 5 covers. It just, nothing was happening. We were on the verge of shutting the whole thing down. I remember making a bet with Douglas in the beginning, like let's try to get a Michelin star. I was like, no, it's like, no way,
You have to apply for that or
But
what?
then we
How
got
does that
it.
work? Fuck.
To
Oh,
come
fuck,
back
at
to
home?
Jeju every day is the team and what we can bring to New York City. Good night.
What was that? And it's a 12 and a half hour shift for her? Damn.
Spending an entire day with Jane was eye-opening, to say the least.
Literally 12
I've eaten their
hours.
food before, but seeing all the time, effort, and hard work that goes into each dish made me appreciate them a lot more. Oftentimes when we go out to eat, we sit down, have a nice meal, get the check, and then we go home. But rarely do we see the sheer amount of labor that has to happen before we arrive and long after we leave a restaurant. If there's anything I've learned today, it's that being a chef is a lot harder than it might seem. I mean, I was exhausted after today, and all I did was press buttons and eat. All I know is that the next time
There's
I
no way
enjoy a
caviar's
meal at
good.
a
I'm just gonna
restaurant,
die by
I
the
definitely
on the
won't
hill.
be taking
No
anything
shot.
for granted. I'll see you guys in the next adventure.
Cool. All right, that's a day in the life of a Michelin star chef in New York. That is Jeju Noodle Bar. We're gonna copy paste that, throw it up here. How 4.4 stars. Where is it at? They're only open like 5 hours out of the day. I want to know the price. I want to know the price of the let's do the Toro. Is that an appetizer? Might have been an appetizer. It's bright as shit. Okay. So we have. Are these normal prices for? That's just one page. Okay. Where was the Toro thing that they were talking about? Toro Sambop. $55, bro. What? And you're only limited an hour and 45 minutes to eat, which it just depends how in and out they get. 150? What the fuck is 150? So it's $150 for fried Brussels sprouts, truffle vinaigrette salad, pickled jalapenos, sesame dipping sauce for that rack of lamb. A rack of lamb, $150. Jesus. The Wagyu ramen's 40. It's less than the damn tuna. I guess that makes sense. I guess tuna is a little bit more expensive, but Jesus, that's nuts.